Oh dear. We're really at that point. There's no avoiding it any further. The Shinsengumi disbanded. Everyone moved on. Ultimately, the big bad of the universe is still out there, and there's no more side story bullshit to really cut away to. So I guess the story of Gintama must carry on. Its legacy, its values. Maybe not its values. But let's see some more Gintama. Starting off strong with not making us really, not easing us into the history of what happened. All your favourite friends, characters, faces, gone. The Shogun, gone. Story of a family, almost gone. Just nothing can contain that much power. An organisation thinking they were at the top of it all. Brought down by their hubris, their want for immortality. And with the threat of intergalactic war looming down on Earth itself. Oh boy. Hasegawa? Who's Hasegawa to lecture us on not giving up? Just get a stick or something. To some people... Stop trying to... They're going to pull him out, aren't they? Yep. They're going to have to call in the... And all of this over a small amount of money, but then to Hasegawa, it's everything. Boom. Boom. And their somewhat peaceful lives and mornings. Disturbed in that instant. So basically he just found some Monopoly money. It doesn't matter if it's the world or just his neighbourhood. Hasegawa's entire life is almost over. Everyone has been brought down to his level. Okay. That would be interesting. Actually, there better not be foreshadowing or something. In turmoil. Ah. Armed aliens just walking down the street. History repeats itself. Okay. Basically, two warring factions which mostly don't have much to do with the people on Earth, apart from the fact that Earth itself has its own Otana energy. I wonder why the Shogun can't be reached. Nothing but a small band of morons. The pieces have been in place, been fizzling out for quite a while. This is... I think I might know a certain moron. Or a certain group of morons. The fact that they have disappeared and the light is almost drained from outside the front of the store. Well, I'm sure they'll get a great value out of that. What else can you find under there? Oh, you're still drinking it. Now, I know Japan has a lot of vending machines around, but how much loose change do people drop down there? And then there's also Hasegawa. Money is money. You just wipe it off. Wow. Was this his way of paying for it? He had nothing to give them for their help. That's actually incredibly sweet and meaningful for Hasegawa. Wait, is that his old uniform? Before everything went down. Just before. I mean, it's going to take a while to, change out that for anything potentially worthwhile, but it's probably not enough there for rent. So many... Maybe not the last one. So many requests for them. How many really rely on them that much? Maybe because there's no one else that would be stupid enough to really Do anything. What did they do to bring such violence? As long as they stand, there's no end. And as long as there are those that would think about standing up, you might want to just get out of here while you can. And yep, there would be none more experienced in wallowing in despair. If it made him who he is today, where he's able to stand his ground like this, allowing Hasegawa to have a moment, even if it's going to be taken away in a punchline. They're just confused. Take this as a message. How's it going? Yeah. He's doing a good job. Well, good speech. I don't think they are going to parlay. Your position means nothing. Did you really think they would play the rules like that? I mean, you'd have to let Hasegawa go because he's practically doing your work for you. If you want to spread word and terror within the ranks of the populace, just hire Hasegawa. Oh God. It's been a while. He remembers. It's okay. I should have. Okay, him and his immigration bureau outfit. Okay, should have thought. It takes a thief to know one. I think you'll find it would be harder than it seems to really complete their task, though. Well. They've just made a declaration there. I don't think this is going to... Tama? Because they left her alone, left her behind. Well, it just means that they'll be caught by the wind and may somehow find a way across. Yeah, might want to sit down. It's going to be a little hard to give them like tea and snacks in their brief, introduction meeting, but 15 minutes in, and now we're getting the intro. Okay, within a line or two, you've caught my attention with this song. Ooh. The various states of all of the places we know, and we've seen the history and stories behind them. Who? Please don't say we're going to actually have a returning character of the prince. I think once might have been enough. Really? Gintoki? It's been a while since I've even thought about golden Gintoki. And they're really putting out all the stops with that, aren't they? But you've caused a bit of hassle around here. Take off your shoes, introduce yourself. Taking something simple as the etiquette that we see in Japanese culture, expanding it to the entire world. Well, some might wish you could. I mean, metaphorically. The thing is, we can feel that pain. How does Otsei feel about being carried around like baggage? I mean, he's always had a bit of a little army himself, but I didn't think he would have a tank. What about his mechanized squadron? Find joy when you can. Just, just how much does everyone really mean to you? Do you really recognise exactly what it is until you come into these kind of situations? It's not the first time we've seen members of the sidecast stand up and join in the fight. It won't be the last. Not the TV! Fighting back against oppressors coming in to take their town. Okay. What a beautiful lady. Joining in the fight. Ah. You've got practically all sides now leaping into the fray. Or going to the hospital. Take care when jumping from heights. In fact, it's probably best if you don't. If they were to turn tail now, they would really lose face. Chance of winning? Slim. Likelihood of death? Almost certainty. What are they waiting for? You can really turn the screws. It seems as though it might be more difficult than they've envisioned. An envoy. Ah, an envoy. Well, I think by the end of this, they'd be lucky if they haven't traded over their entire ship. Oh. Who would have thought we would have had those two acting as like bodyguards for the Shogun? You know, in a time like this, is he going to be able to show what's the signs of an actual leader? You see, just through, like, a sword hilt, we can tell each and every character there going through so many memories of Gintama. And in the pencil-shaded style of this, I mean, if you really want us to reminisce on times that we've encountered so far, get the feelings back of what it all was, the defiance of the time, they're doing a damn good job. Well, after, like, the idol bullshit, the massive boyfriend, and the other side stories, this was a real tour de force coming back into it, showing the danger of them losing everything again, the world being in trouble. But as long as there's those willing to stand up against it, even those that might have been beaten into the ground so many times before. Just the feeling of defiance in all of this. I'm not entirely surprised that you would have characters like the mechanic coming in, lending a hand, being a badass in a tank. I'm not even completely shocked to Hasegawa. Because we all know that's the whole point of Gintama so far. The fact that Gintoki and the likes have continued to go around the city as it is. People joining their aid, coming together, fighting for what they believe and want to protect. It's their place, and no fucker's going to take it. And aren't we all rummaging around on the floor for those small bits of change? Metaphorically, hopefully. The fact that he would have kept his Immigration Bureau outfit just in case it was ever needed again. But the look of sheer terror on the prince's face. You might need to go back into therapy now. But the problem is, it's not just the invaders that they're going to have to deal with. It's the other side afterwards as well. You've got the Liberation Front, and then you've got the other Otana one. Now, I've seen some cool things with a battle for the universe at stake, so narrowing it down to just the planet, still expecting some good things. Gintama is likely to actually succeed on that front, especially show you back to the beginning, its roots, the Odd Jobs being a place where people go to have their lost cat found, to help repair a garden wall, and to bring people together to really stave off the destruction of everything that they've fought through. Pocket change might be enough. Yeah. To Gintoki, like, every bit of coinage helps. I'm excited to see where this goes, apprehensive at the same time. But I know it's going to be one hell of a ride. And I know that you're probably going to be there with me. So if you've enjoyed, let me know. If you leave a like and a comment, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss out future videos. But for now, I don't think we can rest. So I'll see you in the next one. If you want to stand up in defiance and yet still want to see this channel suckle at the teat of servitude, consider joining onto my Patreon, because I really do everything I can for each and every one of you. So, to Electric Ant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Croyville, Gintaman, William Welch, Dark Shadow 7899, Mega 42, Finesse Kid, and everyone else. As a community, I'm sure each of you will be able to provide ample support and cover for my many inadequacies.